Hey guys, welcome back. I'm whispering right now because our little guy is down for a nap and I'm getting ready to go into the kitchen, but I was just going to show you what he looks like. So here he is. He's just snoozing away. And I had such terrible heartburn with him. I was going to show you also his hair. He actually has a decent amount, especially in the backside, not so much in the front, but he's just precious and he looks exactly like our other son did when he was born. So it's so weird. It's like, yeah, having twins 7 years apart. But anyway, I'm breastfeeding, and so I am going to go into the kitchen and make some lactation/protein balls, and I thought I would show you how I make those. So I will see you in just a second in the kitchen. Okay, so the lactation/protein balls that I make are pretty basic, and I actually made these same ones when I wasn't breastfeeding, so you can use them at any time. But there are 2 cups. Hold on one second. I'm going to shut this barn door so that it's quieter. I do 2 cups of the rolled oats, and then the recipe calls for 6 tablespoons of honey, which I just kind of eyeball, but if anything, I probably do less than that. And then it calls for 1 cup of PB2. So I mixed that all together and I've already poured that in. And I just have the PB2 stuff in here. I put 2 scoops of vanilla protein powder. This is the protein powder I buy at Aldi, but you can use whatever vanilla one that you like. I also put in flaxseed. I kind of just eyeball that too. So I don't know, roughly 6 tablespoons is what I aim for. What am I forgetting? Oh, chocolate chips. I do the mini semi-sweet chocolate chips, and like everything, I'm not very good at measuring anything actually. I think it called for a 1/2 cup, which I never put that much in there, so I don't know. That's probably about right. I just kind of will stir it and see how it looks. May need a little bit more honey. I'm down to like the bottom of my honey bottles here, so. But yeah, so you just kind of mix it all together, and then sometimes I will add like maybe a tablespoon of water if it feels dry, because the original recipe didn't call for protein powder, so I think my consistency is a little bit thicker. And so anyway, I will sometimes put just a little bit of water in there to help moisten it. Another, should have got the new bottle out. Does anybody else do that? I hate having multiple bottles of things. I will like cut the bottle open, squeeze whatever I can out. I do not like having multiple things of the same type open. Anyway, so I just mix these all up and then shape them into the balls, and then I will stick them in a container in the refrigerator, and I will eat 2 or 3 of them a day, and it's just kind of a nice and sweet little treat, but also helps support your milk supply. So anyway, I'm gonna keep doing this. so this is how many the recipe made, and then when I figured this out, on average they're about 150 calories and about 9 grams of protein per ball. So just for your info, I'm just gonna stick these in the fridge. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm just doing a kind of a get ready with me this morning. I wanted to color my eyebrows, and I haven't like done my hair in a long time, which is not like me either. So I thought I would maybe just sit down and kind of talk to you about what life with our new baby is like. He is 2.5 weeks old now. And it's been so long since we've had a newborn. We are remembering how super sweet, super precious this time is, but also it can be really challenging, and his sleep schedule at night is definitely not the greatest. Of course, they should wake up every 2 to 3 hours, to eat and stuff, and so I mean, he's doing that. But with our last son, he would fall asleep pretty quickly, and with this baby, he is up for like an hour and a half before I can get him to go back down. Sorry, minor interruptions. We're doing homeschool, and so I had to go help our older son with his lesson. But anyway, like I was saying, Grip is just not sleeping very well at night. So last night, he went to sleep around 9:30, and he was up at midnight, which was a good stretch. And then, but I was just so exhausted too. Like literally, it's been, over 2 weeks now of not getting very good sleep. And so anyway, I was really tired last night, and I've also been experiencing a lot of discomfort like in my breast with nursing. Kind of not sure if I'm maybe fighting off mastitis, and clogged ducts is the other thing I think I'm dealing with too. But I'm doing my best to just work through it. We have a really good latch on one side, and he does great, and then the other side has just been really painful, and I feel like every day I wake up with new symptoms of something. So today I'm feeling like maybe we're going in a better direction, but yeah, so that's a challenge, and just adding to exhaustion. So last night I was just super tired. Anyway, he slept from 9 to midnight, and then he was up, and I nursed him, and I was putting him back down, and it really seemed like he was gonna go to sleep, and then he definitely did not. And I think I got up and down a few different times, and then finally about 1:30 he fell asleep, and by 2:30 he was back up, and it was kind of the same deal. I think it was almost 4, maybe like 3:45 when I got him to go down again. Anyway, so it just I'm not getting good sleep, and so I think that adds up too. And so anyway, my husband took care of him this morning, and I got to sleep for a couple of hours, and that was really nice. And I think this afternoon, if he takes a nap, I might try to take one too, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not good at napping because I always feel like it wastes so much time. And it just seems like there's obviously always so much to do. So I always like feel guilty and don't end up actually sleeping. But I don't know. My body really needs to rest too. So we'll see. Anyway, I got all my makeup finally cleaned off. And then one of the things I'm going to do is color my eyebrows. Eyebrow tinting. I do this from time to time. I really should do it more. I just like forget about it. And then I know I've explained that, but with microblading, I haven't been able to do that in I don't know. I think it's been almost 2 years now. And so I have almost nothing left. Like right now, what you can see, I left on like the brow pencil from yesterday because I'm gonna just use that as my outline to put the color on top. But when I color them, that lasts about honestly for me, it only lasts about a week. I would like to just do it once a week, but I need to like make myself a note or something because I can't seem to remember and then just forget. So I've already got my color and my developer. I just mix that together. And just gonna paint this on here. I totally got that all over. So it's Tuesday this week and I'm still on like maternity leave. I took about 2.5 weeks, I guess. However, I've done some appointments here and there. Not much, but I start back Monday with like a full schedule. So I'm a little nervous about how that's gonna go. Again, it's been so long since we've had a newborn. Operating on, I do really well to like not have that much sleep compared to like a lot of my friends, and a lot of people need like the full 8 hours, and I've always been able to, hold on just 1 second. I've always been able to get by with just, you know, like 6 or whatever, but anyway. I don't think I've even been getting close to 6. It's probably been like maybe 4. So I'm gonna go help him a little bit more with homeschool, and I just got this color set on my eyebrows, so I'm gonna let that sit until he's about done. So I'll show you when I get back. Okay, so just kidding. I helped him and now he can do a little bit on his own. So I'm back, and while my eyebrows are setting, I'm going to curl my hair. Okay, now I went ahead and put some curl in my hair, let the eyebrows sit for a little bit longer. Actually, I'm gonna grab a paper towel 1 second. Okay, and I'm going to be really quick about wiping these off because I hear a little guy waking up. Today has been the name of distractions around here. Okay. I'm gonna go get him really quick and then I'll be back again. Okay, so false alarm. He went back to sleep. Our daughter helped him out before I could even really get there. So that's, I think, part of why, I don't know, I just don't feel like myself lately. I feel like it's just, I really do best when I am on a schedule, and though I'm so happy to time where I'm off work for a little bit, or at least not working as much, to be able to enjoy him. I think it just like doesn't make me that productive like I normally would be. I mean, I used to just like wake up early, I would do my workout. We got our homeschool stuff done early. Whoops, I still didn't click that. And then, I don't know, I just felt like I had a better routine in place, and that I think is better for my like mental clarity. I think right now it's hard because there is just like no routine. Obviously with a newborn, that makes sense. I know I sound silly, but I also just think there's like stuff everywhere, like baby stuff. Like I've got like breast pump stuff sitting all over my bathroom counter, and I've got other breast pump stuff in the kitchen on the counter, and I've got like my bags of the blood thinner shots that I had to be on. I still can't get rid of those, so I just feel like there's a lot of clutter, and just, you know, stuff that you have to have for a newborn anyway. Like it's just, there's just baby stuff everywhere, and yet you can never find like the one thing you're looking for. So just part of it. But yes, I think I touched on that. Our daughter, when she was born, which she's 10, but she was colic, and I remember how rough that was. Like it felt like no sleep for a year. I know colic usually like gets better after 3-4 months, but with her, she never like had good sleeping habits established. Like to this day, I have to struggle, or yeah, kind of fight her on, she wants to stay up late, and then it's just not like a good routine. But even when she was like 2.5, I remember her getting up almost every night at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and just being like wide awake, ready to just be up for hours. And that was really hard. And then we had our son, and he like slept so great. I mean, I know there had to be rough nights in there, but honestly, I just don't remember it being very bad with him. And then we had this little guy, and I think a lot of it is just getting things figured out, but I think he maybe has his days and nights confused a little bit. I said the other day, I'm like, I think, like, how does he sleep so great during the day? He will sleep for 3-hour stretches a couple of times a day, no problem. But I think, I don't know, I was like, I think I need to like record the kids being loud and playing and whatever, and play it for him at night, because I think the like commotion that we just have all the time, he's used to it. And so at night we have like a sleep machine or sound machine that, you know, adds white noise, but I think the white noise is like too calm for what he's probably used to. And maybe I need to like make it crazier in here. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my makeup now. I don't know if you're like that though, but like the whole routine thing, and just, are other moms that way? Do you feel better when you get up, get ready, kind of do your normal stuff? Or do you thrive with not really a routine in place and just take what comes at you? I have also felt like my skin has been so much more dry this pregnancy, and then, you know, like it's still very dry. I don't know if, obviously it's also winter. I don't know if it'll be like better by the time spring, summer gets here, or if this is like part of just me getting older and my body is more dry. I don't know. Okay, and I'm just gonna use some concealer. under her eyes. We got bags for days right now. I will say with the breastfeeding challenges that I've had, I think all moms that breastfeed like have this fear of their production declining or not being able to keep up with what their baby needs and stuff, and that is real over here. So I feel like a lot of pressure to have a big stash in my freezer, which for him being 2.5 weeks old, I haven't counted in the past day or two, but I bet I've got maybe 12 bags in the freezer. So I feel like that's pretty good, but I just also know how quickly it goes. And when I was, well, even yesterday I was very sore and like really hurting on my right side. And I was trying to like massage that as I was pumping and as he was nursing, and I've bruised myself because I'm trying so hard to like prevent it from developing into like mastitis or whatever. But I don't even know what I was saying, but basically I'm just, you know, like my production of milk and stuff can decline because if you're, even with his latch and stuff, I know that he needs to nurse on that side, obviously. However, it is so painful. And I mean, from the start, I've had like bruising and bleeding, a little tiny bit of bleeding. So then, I mean, to want to like nurse on that side is really hard because you know it's going to be so painful, but then you also know that you have to, or it's just going to add to the complications of things with clogged ducts and whatnot. So that happened. But I'm fighting through it. I'm really trying hard. I think I've already touched on that in other videos, but with our daughter, we never had a good latch. In fact, we eventually found out that she had a lip tie and tongue tie they weren't huge, but the doctor said that would have definitely contributed to why it was so painful for her to latch. So anyway, I ended up pumping with her for like 11 months. And so that was a different kind of challenge. But then with our first son, we had no issues with the latch. Like he came out and we latched, and I really don't remember much even like pain with that. So that was great. So I was hoping that would be the way with this one, but hopefully eventually. They say within 2 weeks. A lot of times if you can hang in there for 2 weeks, that a lot of that just kind of gets better. But you know, we're past 2 weeks. I don't feel like it's getting better yet at all, but hopefully soon. Okay, so I did my blush, and then my highlighter, and then now I'm just gonna put on some lip stain. Okay. Let that dry, and then I'm going to do some setting spray before I do my eyeshadow and eyebrows, because if I do the setting spray at the end, it makes my eyebrows look not good. They like get too watery or something. Okay, I'm going to do my little inner eye corner highlight. So what else I'm going to do today? I ordered birth announcements for the baby, and those came in yesterday. I ordered them off of Zazzle, which this is the second time I've used that company for like we did a like kids party last summer, and I ordered some invites there, and then I ordered these announcements, and they do a good job, and they ship them really quickly. So I'm gonna try to get those in the mail today. I also need to really get some cooking inspiration going. Nothing sounds good to me right now. And it's kind of weird. I remember going through that actually after we had our son too. Like, especially with meats. I don't know. Things just don't sound good. So I really need to be eating good meals to support my milk production and stuff. But when nothing sounds good, it's kind of hard to do that. So I need to get some motivation or inspiration for that. Of course, they have to be meals the kids want to eat too. But usually I'm pretty good about having like 2 or 3 kind of bigger meals throughout the week that I plan ahead, and then we have leftovers for a couple of days or for lunches or whatever. And it's been a few weeks since I've had that program. Even vegetables, like vegetables don't really sound good either. I don't know why. I'm all over the place with this conversation, but I was also thinking about last night whenever he woke up. I had bought some gripe water yesterday at the store because I just thought, maybe at night when he gets really fussy, maybe that would make a big difference. A lot of people say it does. So anyway, I gave that to him last night. He wasn't even super fussy, but he was kind of just, I don't know, fighting it. And so I thought, well, maybe if I give him just a little bit of that will like help him to go to sleep. No, I definitely didn't. I gave him like the 1 millimeter that it called for, and I kind of divided it into like 3 little squirts in his mouth. And by the time I got to the 3rd one, he like almost choked on it, poor guy. And that made him mad, and it really woke him up. So I'm like, well, obviously that didn't work. I don't know. We'll try it again sometime, but I'm just gonna kind of fill in my eyebrow a little bit. But having that base of the color, which I know it probably doesn't look that different to you guys, but I just have like no eyebrow. And it's not from like over tweezing or waxing or anything like that. I never had a lot of eyebrow anyway, and what I do have is like white blonde. So anyway, that's why I think I like the color. It like stains the skin. I really can't wait for when I can do the microblading again, because that is the best. But it's going to be a while, because you really shouldn't do that for, I think they say 6 months after you've stopped nursing, because the hormones in your body can make your body metabolize things differently. And so ink would be one of those. So if you were to do microblading, it might just make your body not retain the ink very well, which who would want to go through microblading and then not have it last? So we'll hold off on that. Brows are done. I'm just going to do a little mascara and call that good. Okay, so I'm hoping that will kind of like help me get out of a little bit of my funk and get on a better focus, maybe. We'll see. Sometimes just doing your hair and makeup can do wonders for your mental side of things. I should really change my clothes too, because I feel like, well, one, with nursing bras, I don't know. I never wore nursing bras in the past. I just like wore a tank top and that like was stretchy enough that it worked when I was pumping or when I was nursing. It was fine. But this time I got nursing bras and I really like them because they're so comfortable and easy for like, obviously nursing, but they're terribly like hideous and they show up on so many of my shirts and stuff that I don't know. I don't know if I'll end up using them long term, but maybe initially at least. It's good to have them. I got these hair clips off of Shein. I just love them, but they are obnoxious, so you can't clip your hair up like that or you look silly, but like a half up style is cute. Okay, so I'm all done with that. I'm gonna go see if he's ready to nurse now and then go ahead and do some of those other things I need to do. Sit. Good girl. Let me see your hair. Family hair day. Hold on, just a second. Just a second. I need to grab your hairbrush, but whatever. We'll use this one for a moment.
Her claws are digging.
Is she? Oh.
She's scared to death.
Aw, hold on to her.
Oh, creepy.
It's okay. Hold on in a second. Let me put your hair up real quick.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Breath is atrocious. Smells like dog food.
Okay. Who's pretty? Who's pretty, Lola? Lola's pretty. Okay, come on. Get down.
Get down. Get down. Get down.
Come on, Lola. Ah. Okay.
This is why we don't let our dogs sit on their lap.
She wanted me to put some wave in her hair, so we'll see if the little guy will let me do that real quick.
He's adorable. He has a little doll face.
And I'm gonna use I just sprayed her hair really lightly with this Chi hairspray. And then I'm gonna use this Wave Artist, which was in my tutorial a little while back, but this is great for being able to create a style that lasts a long time and you can do it really quickly. So even though she has a lot of hair, I can do it in like, I don't know, 5 minutes or less, I would think.
It's also nice because when I sleep with my hair down or in a pony. It depends, but and I'm always worried that my curl will fall out, but it never does. It stays.
Well, at least I'm getting things done today, even though this was not really what I was trying to get done. There is so much laundry in our house, which I know there is with any newborn because if they spit up or anything, but we also, you know, do this salon laundry too. So on average, I think before we had the baby, we did like 4 loads a day. That's probably still about the same, but just a lot of laundry all the time. most realistic example of what a day with a newborn looks like not getting anything done. I feel like I've held him majority of the day and nursed him constantly. But actually I think that's been good because I finally am feeling like a lot of relief in my chest. And then I've also been having like headache and just like chills. And I feel like that subsided this afternoon. So maybe him just nursing constantly is healing that. I don't know. Anyway, I've had tons of interruptions and I feel like I haven't gotten much accomplished, but I did get the sheets washed. I did a couple loads of laundry. I think I'll be able to, he's sleeping now, so I think I'll be able to vacuum, clean the countertops, just kind of like tidy the house up, and that will make me feel much better also. Still getting out of this just kind of funk, but when you just don't feel great, it's hard to do. So anyway, I'm going to finish making the bed and get some other things done. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning, and last night little guy slept really well. We tried to keep him awake in the evening from like 7 to 9:30. He like catnapped for a few minutes, but pretty much he was awake most of the time. And then we gave him a bath at like 9:30, and I nursed him one more time and put him to bed around 9:45 or so. And it was, I mean, he could hardly keep his eyes open. He barely nursed, but I got him as full as I could, and then he went to bed by 10, and he slept until 2:20. So that was super exciting. And then I nursed him again, and he slept until 4 o'clock, and so nursed him again, and then he slept until almost 6. So that was a huge improvement. I'm shocked that I actually still feel kind of tired. I think I'm just like not caught up yet, but I hope I'm going to try that same routine again tonight, and if it works, we're going to stick with it. I did wake up with a headache. again, but I really think it's my neck. I think from nursing when he was latching and it was really painful, I was like hunched over and trying to brace myself for it. And I think doing that for a couple of weeks has just like made me super sore. But I'm kind of nervous. I don't know if I really want to go to a chiropractor. I've never had my neck popped. I've had lower back problems and been to the chiropractor for that, but my neck just kind of, I don't know, weirds me out. I don't know if I want to do that. So they low rubbed my neck last night and it did help a little bit, but I don't know. I just woke up and it was hurting again, so we'll see. Anyway, so I was out of bed by 7 this morning, maybe before 7, and kind of, I feel like maybe getting in a routine for today anyway, so we'll see. Hopefully this is a step in the right direction. I'm gonna finish getting ready and I'll talk to you later. It's already the end of the week. It has been a super busy one. Lots going on, and starting tomorrow, I start back to my quote unquote full-time work schedule. So that will be a big adjustment and a lot to just kind of, get used to, get in the routine of with our new baby. He's 3 weeks old now. So, hoping that transition goes smooth, but usually before starting back to work or, just getting back on track, I guess, I like to kind of refresh myself. So that's going to be part of what I do today. I need to do, it's kind of like a workout, I guess. I don't know. I just need to like do some core strengthening and stuff. Oh, I knew he was going to wake up soon. But I'm going to take you along with doing that. And then I want to do my nails and stuff, maybe a facial, and a bikini wax is needed also. So anyway, just kind of touching up on all the things that need to be done, and back to work I go. Real quick before I do the workout thing, I was going to also share an update on these vitamins, because I had mentioned those before I had little guy. But I don't know. I can't say 100% that I think this has made a huge difference, but I've also used it every day. So I don't know 100% on this one. However, I will say this one, I think for sure helps when you get clogged ducts. I have had 2 instances now where it's gotten, I don't know, not terrible, but like pretty bad. And just burning hot, stinging. I can feel like the lumps and cords kind of in my breast where the ducts are clogged, and it's just super uncomfortable. And I've already mentioned that nursing on my right side, that has been we've been on the struggle bus with that side, but I have worked through it now twice and avoided mastitis, and I really think this contributed to getting through it a lot. And also I did use that Hacka, it's right here, I just rinsed it out and stuff, so it's dripping wet, but I used this and did that Epsom salt trick where you put like 3 tablespoons of Epsom salt, fill it with warm to hot water, and then you hold it, on your breast, suction it on there, and keep it on there for like 15 minutes while you're in the shower, and it's supposed to really help, prevent it from getting infected and help it to unclog and stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. I do think they're worth trying for sure, but definitely this one if you're having pain or worried about getting mastitis or anything. feel like today's actually been pretty productive. And one of the things being that I'm starting back to work tomorrow is I need to get lunches for the kids kind of figured out. And so they said that they wanted to do kind of like a healthier Lunchable or a homemade version of a Lunchable. So I got some salami and pepperoni and some cheeses, and we've got crackers, and we're gonna kind of make those up. And then of course it's another week, so I need more of my nursing protein balls as well. So I'm going to mix those up. I'm just gonna cut these things up, and I'm gonna make just a few to start out with and see how it works out for them. Okay, so I got all the lunch stuff prepared, and I got my waxing done, which I have to say was way easier to do when you're not 38.5 weeks pregnant. So that was nice. It was much easier. But now I'm just gonna jump in and take a shower and maybe do a facial or something afterward. But I thought this would be a good spot to kind of go ahead and end the vlog. So if you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification button so that you don't miss another upload, as well as follow me on the other social media platforms at Truly Ashlie. And thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to comment below if you are a new mom or mom that's heading back to work soon, or maybe maybe you don't have a newborn but you've been at home for a while and you're headed back. Let me know how's that adjustment going for you, because even though I am working from home, and that will be really nice because I'll be able to hopefully space my appointments so that I can come over and nurse him. I know that it won't always work out, but hopefully we can get in the groove and be able to make that work somewhat. But regardless, it's still time away from your baby, and that's never an easy adjustment. And so it's nice to hear from others that are doing the same, and we'll get through it. Again, thanks so much and have a great day.